Hey, so yeah, I'm filming on my phone rather than my computer, like usual, because I'm not feeling well. But I wanted to make this video because I made one yesterday, and tried to upload it to Facebook, and it would not upload for some reason. Facebook just didn't allow it. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I had my COVID vaccination yesterday, and I made a before video, sort of talking about how I felt and the anxiety and stuff like that, which I posted straight onto the Chronically Suki Facebook page. And I tried to post the after one, as I said, but it wouldn't work. So I thought I'd do this video and put it on YouTube. And I thought I'd just talk about the experience a bit. So yeah, at the moment I'm experiencing some of the side effects, which for me it's normal to get side effects from a jab. Some people don't get them, but I always get the side effects with any medication, any jab, anything like that. I always seem to get the side effects. But at the moment the side effects I'm getting is the flu-like symptoms. So I feel pretty rough. I keep going hot and cold. My throat feels a bit and my nose is a bit stuffy, and I've got the achy joints and muscles and stuff, and a little bit of a headache. So yeah, and a bit of fatigue. I say a bit, quite a lot of fatigue. And I also have the pain in the arm where I had the jab, but that again, that's normal. So yeah, it's a case of the medicine will make you feel worse before it makes you feel better, kind of thing. So I'm not too worried. And to be honest, it gives me an excuse to be lazy for a few days. But yeah, the jab itself didn't hurt one bit. I got to my GP's and had a couple of the attendants outside showing people in and stuff, and they were doing like one or two in at a time, all the social distancing, all the hand gels and all them precautions and everything. I then sat down in the waiting room, filled out a form. They then took me straight into one of the rooms. Two of the nurses were in there asking me questions, you know, in name, rank and number, basically, the usual. And then straight away they gave me the jab, and I was thinking, oh my god, this is gonna really hurt, because I'm a bit of a wimp when it comes to needles. I have a fear of them, you know, but I try to grin and bear it if it's a necessary medical thing, you know. But I was just thinking, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt. And obviously I felt something, a little bit of a, you know, bit of pressure, or like a little bit of a pinprick, but it didn't even hurt as much as a pinprick. So it was basically painless. So that was really good. Then they gave me the paperwork and the card. So they gave me this paperwork, which is basically got all the information on it about side effects, you know, what to do if you get some worrying side effects. It's got all the information about the vaccine. And the vaccine I had was the AstraZeneca, I think. That's what it says on here. I don't know if this camera will focus, but, and it's probably backwards, but yeah, it's AstraZeneca, it says on there. But yeah, so basically this leaflet here is basically, you know, when you get like a box of pills, like I've got loads there, that's all my medication bucket, because I've got to take that in a minute. But when you get a box of pills, you always get like a little bit of paper in there, don't you? So that is basically what this is, basically. And then they gave me the card, which that's probably backwards again as well. But yeah, this proves that I've had the first jab. I need to have a second jab. I believe they said April. I might be wrong about that. But yeah, in a couple of months I gotta have that. So yeah, I should be a little bit more protected against COVID now. So yeah, but it was really good though. It's like a proper military operation when I went to the GPs. All the nurses and the technicians, or whatever they're called, all the staff there were brilliant and helpful and stuff. So yeah, it was just boom, 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 done. And I was expecting it to take probably quite a long while. I was expecting to be stood around waiting in a queue or something for a while, but no, I wasn't. It was just straight in, bing, bang, boom, done, and straight out the back door. Because that's how they were doing it. They were sending people in through the front door and then out through the back door when they were done. So yeah, it was really good. I mean, the most anxiety I had yesterday, like I said in the first video I did on Facebook, was the travel there on the bus and the travel back. That was the most anxiety I had. I didn't really have any anxiety, or not much anxiety, around getting the jab. The only thing whilst I was there I was worried about, like I said, was I was thinking it was going to hurt, but it didn't. So yeah. So that's my experience of getting the COVID vaccine. And I think it's important to share our human experiences of these things, because there are other people out there probably really anxious about getting the jab and unsure about getting it, because they're not sure what it's going to entail and they're not sure what to expect. So when we share our experiences, that can help ease someone else's anxiety around it, because you can read as many medical textbooks and as many leaflets with medical jargon. You can hear all the medical jargon from the doctors, and that won't that won't help your anxiety. That doesn't help your anxiety. That just loads up more anxiety in my experience. Because sometimes if you don't understand the jargon, it can sound really scary. So sharing our human experiences of it can help to ease someone else's anxiety. So hopefully the videos I've done about it, hopefully it's helped ease a little anxiety for someone else. So yeah, it's not painful at all. It wasn't for me. And I'm hypersensitive because of my sensory processing issues and the autism. So when I get a pinprick or jabbed with a needle, I feel it. It is painful to me. But this wasn't. It was just done, you know. And I think as well, the nurses that were giving the jab weren't really making a big deal out of it. They were just bam, whilst you're distracted talking to the other nurse, they come in and bam, done, you know. So it's often the best way, really, especially with someone with anxiety, or especially little kids as well. Distraction method. But yeah, so I think I'm going to close this video out here. So yeah, go get the vaccine if you haven't already. And when you're texted by your GP about getting the vaccine, ring them up and book that appointment as soon as possible, because they only have a certain amount they get given each week, certain amount of vials of the vaccine, so they can only do so many people each week. So as soon as you get that text from your GP, ring up, book the appointment. Otherwise, the longer you leave it, the more likely that they'll run out and you'll have to wait till the next week or the week after. But if you're that desperate, go to one of the clinics that have been set up. You can book a clinic. I think you can do that online, or they have a number you can call. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. And I shall see you all later. Bye bye.